Hey up! Come on! Let's have it! Alright! My Specster's rambling, whoa, whoa. My Specster's rambling, whoa, whoa. My Specster's rambling, stuff to see and songs to sing, whoa. Alright! Now then, ramblers, welcome to Mash's Sunday mushroom hunt. It's a nice morning. Sunday, probably about 9:30 or something. So I thought, do you know what, I'm going to go for a bit of a walk and see how many different mushrooms we can spot. But I'm in search of the elusive fly agaric. Tell you a bit more about that later. But we're off in there. Come on. This is Westcliff Woods. Beautiful place. Given over to nature. Back in my day, we used to burn cars out here for fun. Well, for insurance purposes. Anyway, let's get shrooming. Come on. What a morning. Ready? We're only about 20 foot in the woods and we're already among them. Look at these little beauties. I need to photograph them and then tell you what they are. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh, they're everywhere. Look. Shroom, shroom, shroom. And we're among them again. Look at the size of that. Magnificent. There's a right plethora of them here as well, look. And even some round ones. And them beauties. They look like edibles to me. But they're not fly agarics, are they? No. Hey. Keep following the trail. What a lovely morning. This lot here should be easy to identify, I think. They look a bit oystery. Yeah, there's a shitload of them. Look at that. It's maybe just me, but I get really excited when I see mushrooms. Yeah. We've only gone and struck gold. The fly agaric. I'm slabbering, I'm that excited. Have a look. So, down near the wetland area. Are you ready for this? Beauty. Look at that. Magnificent. The Super Mario mushroom. The Christmas Santa Claus mushroom. The fly agaric. Beautiful. So I need a few of these today. Because apparently they taste brilliant. And if you dry them out, there's a really lengthy process because they can be very, very dangerous to eat raw, so don't. But lots we can do with that, so that's the first one of the day. Get in, another classic here. Mushrooms are so robust. Cling on to out. Look at that. That's the hen of the forest, I believe. Ah, they cling to trees, look. Get over here, bugger. Beautiful, there's one here I prepared earlier. Even got a twig growing through it. How cool is that? Look at it. I'm going to live here. Good on you. Isn't nice? Somebody's been busy. But we've got a new mushroom on the horizon. Check this beast out with its wonderful umbrella. Ella. What's that then? Like that. I've got to photograph them to tell you what they are. Fantastic. Good stem on it. So here's a great example of what quite a clement winter we've had up to yet. The brambles are still offering a harvest for you, look. Look at that beast. Hey, we're having a bit of that, aren't we? Look at it. Nope. Oh, that's a bit tart. Good practice as well. If you find any bountiful fruit right next to the footpath, fair chance a dog's pissed on it. You don't have to come far off the beaten track. I don't know, 10-15 foot off the main track. Look at this lot here. All thriving on this old branch. Look at them, they're having a ball. Sunbathing. Shrooms everywhere. Just hundreds of them. Gorgeous. And then, of all the things to see in the woods, you see that? A Barcelona football. How bizarre. Oh, my bag's stuck on a bramble. Look at the size of them. Huge. It's bloody brilliant. Wish I knew what I was doing. And if you get in amongst it, there's some right weird and wonderful stuff. It's quite hard when it's autumnal like this. But then you get this just going like a beacon. Are you ready for this? Look at that. How cool is that? And it's really wet and spongy to touch. Look at it. Need to know what that is. Superb. It's a fair old girth on it as well. I've just said girth. Grow up, Baxter. That is so tactile and satisfying to touch. Beautiful. Ugh. What is it? So, not necessarily mushroom related, but this here, just come across. It looks like it should be coral, you know, under sea, but it's like coral for the woods. And that, look at it, is so soft to touch. That's beautiful. Man, just a bed of it randomly stuck between all the bracken and stuff. Gorgeous. I want a pillar made of that. It's beautiful. Quite warm as well. I do recognise this one. That is a burnt out Mopedicus. Yeah. Knackered, mate. Can't park there. And next out to the burnt moped, we've got a new species here. Like them. Very lovely. Rich, reddy brown. Take a picture, see what it is. Hey up, keep your eyes peeled. We're in again. We're in again. Another flyer Garrick. Come on. So I've banged the shrooms in the car and I've come the other side of the road. This woodland backs onto a place called Ponyfield. Those locals in the knowledge will know that. You can drive past and never know this place is here. And it's lovely. Come and have a look. This is like 100 yards from Asda. Big Asda. Just a really lovely woodland walk. And if you keep your eyes peeled for little tracks, you come across gems like this. Look at that. Stunning. Gorgeous. Lovely wetland, loads and loads of wildlife. Just a nice place to be on a Sunday morning. And there's a few more flyer garricks I've just seen. Oh, gorgeous. That would be so nice if that dog had shut the fuck up. God blimey. Just the back of Asda, this. Massive lake, gorgeous place. It just started raining and I've got to get across here without going arse over tit in this murky, polluted water. Oh, we're wobbling already. Come on, we can do this. Aye, aye. That one. Halfway. Oh, that's a slippery beast, is that? Right, we'll go in there next. Yep. That one. Oh, no. Go, 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 go. Done it. Without getting shitty. Got over alright. So I've seen so many squirrels today. And I was trying to think of the collective noun for a load of squirrels. And for the amount I've seen, I think it's a shitload. Yeah, I've seen a shitload of squirrels. And I really want to dislike squirrels, because let's be honest, they're just posh rats, aren't they? But I like them. They're quite comical in the movements. And yeah, I can't dislike them, to be honest. I would have a squirrel as a pet, or a ferret. Do you know? Anyway, last bit of the mooch. I'm going back up top to pick that fly agaric, and then we'll get home and get cooking. Ahoy! It's been a smashing Sunday morning. Love foraging, because it's free. This is something that's kind of missed a few generations. You know what I mean? Get back to a bit of hunter-gathering. It's there. It surrounds you. It's bloody free. All year as well. Get amongst it. And there she be. The last one of the day. The last fly agaric. Oh, I tell you what, this crouching down's no good. Come on, beast. Oh. Alright, then we'll just take the top. We've got plenty others to go at. Come on. Home time, it's spitting. Yes, I didn't think we'd find any of these. These are puffers. Are you ready? Watch this. You see that? Look. Another one here. Apparently it's not very good for you though. There's loads of them. Bloody shrooms everywhere. Loving life. Oh, just come across these. These are quite substantial. Yeah. Right hollow out in the caps. Let's have a look at one. Beast of a thing, isn't it? Beautiful gills on it. Gorgeous. I bet they're edible. What is it? Dunno. There's a lot of them about. All free today. Oh, look at these. All within sort of a metre of each other. These are a fair size. And then, between here and what, 10 foot away, there's a completely different variety. Shrooms everywhere. Look. Glorious. What other? Right, last bit of the woods before we get back to the car. But I just had a thought there. That particular scene there, look. Stagnant expanse of water. Can you remember that advert in the 70s, I think it was? It must have been somebody like John Hurt or something narrating it about how kids shouldn't play near ponds and stuff because it was dangerous. Yeah, it just reminds me of that. Although in hindsight, they should have been saying that basically any of your pop stars or BBC presenters at the time were more dangerous to kids, weren't they? But they didn't know that. Or did they? Oh, don't know. But it's a smashing walk, is this? And I haven't seen one other person, which is brilliant. Because when you're in our line of work, you deal with people all the time. And by and large, I don't like them. No, they're horrible. I much prefer trees. Yeah, I'd rather have a tree as a mate than a person. Well, I've got a few planks. Anyway, I'm going to crack on. Probably another 10 minutes tops. But that's been smashing, that. Sunday morning, normally I'd have a coffee and just veg and watch shit on telly. Or YouTube or whatever. But no, I've got out amongst it. I've learnt stuff. And now I don't know which way I'm going. And out the woods. I literally ploughed my own furrow back then. The bracken was probably about 3 foot above me. I couldn't fucking see anything. I thought, oh, might have took the wrong path here, because it wasn't a path. But anyway, that was Westcliff Woods. Look at the size of that poppy. Really enjoyed that. So, time to get home, and let's get the fly agaric cooked. Welcome back to foraging for fly agaric. So them mushrooms I got the other day, I was going to go home and cook them, but life got in the way. Don't you just hate it when that happens? So I've come out to a mate of mine's place. This is Sunflower Park. Wonderful, wonderful rescue centre for hundreds and hundreds of animals. They're geese. Yeah. So he's pointed me in the right direction of Lawton Forest. Look at me, got my Gregory specs on. Yeah, so no mushrooms will avoid my gaze today. So let's get cracking. Fly agaric and the chicken of the wood. That's what we're after. Say bye-bye to the boys. Alright, we've spotted a couple of fly agarics. I'll grab them on the way back. But I'll introduce you to Erica. She's my favourite cow. And I've known a few in my time. There she is. Erica! What a beauty. I'll see if we can get an interview with her on the way back. Gorgeous. Just look at that. Magnificent, beautiful creature. That's Erica. Come and meet her. Sunflower Park. She's a beauty. Ah, her neighbour's a bit of a pig. But Erica's lovely. Oh, she's coming to say hello. Oh, she's come all the way over to have a drink. What a beauty. She's lovely. Shut up, you. Look at that pig driving a digger. What's the chance of that? 1, 2, 3, block you. I can see you. You're too big to hide behind a tree. Right, I've got to try and get through Goose Alley without being pecked. Excuse me. Yeah, alright, spitting and hitting. I've got as much right to be here as you... Well, actually, no, I don't have it because you live here. Budge out way, geese. Alright. Jesus. No, stop following. I ain't got out. Right, so we're deep into it now. And I've spotted my first fly agaric. You've really got to keep the old peepers. Look at that, the telltale red. She's a beauty. Oh, yeah, still fairly young as well because it's bulbous. So we're having that. Let's have a look. Oh, these fall off eventually. Come on. I didn't get it with the root, but that'll enable it to regenerate. Fantastic. Get in. Right, I have absolutely no idea what type of mushroom this is, but it's like slimy. Not just that wet there, that's from dew, but it's really slimy. Quite pleasant to touch. Took one off, so I'm going to pick the larger one, get it in the old foraging satchel, and we'll check it out when we get home. Look, it's still shiny, jellyish. Yeah, nice, liking that. Thank you, forest. You know what, I reckon forests are my new favourite thing. Look at it, miles and miles of autumnal beauty. Right up there in the distance, look. Somebody walking the dog quite happily. But look at the colours. Glorious. And it's only just outside Scunny. Beautiful place. A lot of yappy dogs though. Yeah. This isn't going to be a popular view, but this would be so peaceful. Last 10 minutes there's been a couple of dogs bang at it. And I'm thinking, a world without dogs. Because I'm not keen of dogs. I'm a cat man. I'm a cat man. Yeah, I think I got put off them by police dogs at football. Because they weren't very friendly. But yeah, a world without dogs. Would it be a bad thing? I don't know. They're a bit simple, aren't they? Yeah, a bit obedient. See, dogs have owners. Cats have staff. Try chucking a stick for a cat. See how that works out for you. Dogs, thick as shit. Oh look, there's a swinging tree. God, if I was a lot younger, I'd be on that, going off at top. Yeah, nice. Let's see how she goes. Oh, you fucker. Oh, stick don't know what it wants to do. Ah, look at this here. An absolute blanket of gold. And you know, you need to walk in and kick your feet amongst. Oh, what a great sound. You never know, you might find the odd shroom. Beautiful. Autumn's blanket. Gorgeous. Here's a newbie. And edible too. These are the purple brittle gills. Look at them. There's a couple there. Normally found at the base or around oak trees. Which they probably are. I don't know. But no, let's get some of them in. The old purple brittle grills. Beautiful. Eagle Eye Baxter. So here's a young fly agaric. Now I know there's a couple back at Sunflower Park which are a lot more sizable than this. So I'm going to give this one a chance to flourish. Because, you know, it's not that big. You can tell by that one there. So you do your thing, mate. Enjoy your bulbous facade and you flower out. Get flat and I'll come back and grab you at a later date, mate. Alright. Cheers, Fly G. You know what? Even when you don't find any shrooms, you come to a clearing like this. You can't hear any traffic. No dogs at the minute. All you can hear is the rustling of the trees. Wind blowing that bracken over there. Glorious. Little bit of sun coming through. Oh no, there's a person that's ruined it. But it's gorgeous. Oh, somebody on an oss. Hopefully, unless that's an oss on its own. Oh, you can see the tree's veins, the lifeblood clinging on. Beautiful 360 of golden and green. Superb. Bit of a dyke. can't really see it. It's probably, I don't know, a 4-foot drop and a couple of handmade bridges. And good luck with that. Who gets right of way with an horse? I've just moved over, but neither of us are paying tax, are we? Have a look. Big horse. You look beautiful. What's the name?
Rosie.
Rosie. Enjoy your hack. Enjoy your hack. I don't mean to her, good old Rosie, her owner. Me knowing the word hack. You're from a council house, get a grip. These are quite interesting. Growing at the base of the tree. There's an old one there that's been ripped out. Couple away from the tree, look. So I think I'm going to bag a couple of these up and get them identified. It's exciting. Just the gift that keeps giving. So you come out the forest and there you've got choose your Christmas tree. Yeah, and it doesn't look as though it's an electrified fence. I mean, I'm not condoning stealing Christmas trees. No, but if you're just going to borrow one, like, well, that one, and then put it back, maybe, I don't know, Boxing Day, because that'd be a good one. Take the tree, have it up Christmas Day, and then Boxing Day, because it gives you an excuse not to be around family. Upstairs for thinking, yeah. Downstairs for dancing. In the middle, mainly wanking, to be honest. Right, bit of hedgerow foraging. So I thought, oh, they're beautiful. What are they? And if you don't know, I've got my plant app. So apparently these are Japanese roses, and that little bulbous bit there contains a fruit that's very sweet. So I'm going to have some. Look at it. There's loads of it. Back at base camp, he is an inquisitive devil. This is the one that nicked me pear off me the other week. Alright, fella. I ain't got out, soz. Just be nice. Stop playing hard to get. I've got nothing. Oh, I know what you want. You want the bloody... He wants this bag of mushrooms, doesn't he? Yeah. You've no chance, mate. It might make you ill. It might make me fucking ill and all. Anyway, what accent would he have? Answers in the comments at the bottom. If he could talk, what accent would he have? I know what I'm thinking. Get out me mushrooms, man. Look at the face on him. These never cease to make me laugh. Weirdos. They spit at you sometimes. Bizarre creatures.
Are you local?
Right, back at Sunflower, there are 2 fly agarics that I saw when I set off. But they're tucked out the way, right on the bloody pond's edge. So I've got to climb down there. That don't look out there, but when you're 57 and your knees are fucked. So I've got to go around there because there's 2 beasts screaming at me. So come on, we can do this while filming. Easy. Ducks are laughing at me. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Right. Come on. Oh, look at that. We're on the water's edge. Look at that magnificent specimen. Beautiful. Come on, baby. Oh, yes. Oh, what a prize catch. We're having that. Get it in satchel. And, one sec. Yeah, you watch the ducks while I just pop that in my bag. Without breaking it. Here's the other one. It's a lot younger, but it'll be a solid specimen. Y'all ready? Here you go. Oh, look at him. Brown as punch with his bulbous top. Get in my bag. So you climb back up the water's edge leave the ducks alone and look at this magnificent plethora. Various fungi. Oh, you got them big squidgy things there. These, gorgeous. God, they're really hard. No idea what that is. Beautiful though. Let's get a picture. Look at that! Look at the size of that thing. And I've got 3 of them. There! That's the fly agaric. I'm going to tell you all about it. Oh man, this has been a long while in the planning, I'll tell you. Just life keeps getting in the way, as I said. So let's fill you in. But before we do, because we're aproned up, we're cooking, so obviously, in the memory of Keith Floyd, yeah. Cheers, Keith. Chef slurps. It's alright, isn't it? Cheeky little 13.5. I've got absolutely no palate when it comes to wine. All it has to be is 13.5 and upwards. Yeah, none of that 10% piss water. No, anyway, let's get on with shrooms. So let me tell you all about this famous mushroom, the most distinctive mushroom in the whole world of fungi. So it is, to give it its twatty name, it is the Amanita muscaria. Right. It can cause poison, especially in children. Bring your kids round. It contains hallucinogenics. If you're not familiar with hallucinogenics, that's when your head goes do-lally. Yeah. It's linked to Santa Claus. Right? It's linked to apparently when the Inuits or Eskimos give it to the reindeer, they do go a bit daft. Early Christians, the Viking berserkers, they were real people, and apparently they used to have the mushroom and then just go nuts. Yeah, the berserkers, they're brilliant. Super Mario. I said the early Christians, so that explains God. Yeah. What? And lastly, Alice in Wonderland. That's the mushroom she took when she went to fucked if I know where with talking rabbits with top hats on and playing cards, and I don't know, I've never watched it, never read the book, it's just bits I picked up. The characteristics, let me show you this. So the top, as you see, that's called the cap. And I've left a couple of these on, and then white spots are the scales. Look at it. Yeah, and that's because it's quite fragile. That's not because I'm shaking like a shitting dog. Underneath, they're the gills. Aye. It would have an annulus there, which is like a little skirt. But I ripped that off because I do enjoy ripping skirts off, yeah. Generally without permission. That bit is either the stem or the stipe. And then can you see that? That bit there that's a little bit bulbous compared to the rest. That is the vulva. The vulva. They're only one letter out. I think I used to drive 3 of them. Anyway, this could go one of 2 ways. You've got to, I'm not doing it for the hallucinogens. No, I'm going to try that at a later date. Maybe when I'm in the camper van one night, that'll be fun. No, you've got to boil it at least 3 times. Well, there's loads of different methods. I've seen people just eating it raw. But no, to have it as a food and a tasty food, the guy I watched, he boiled it for 3 10-minute sessions. Change the water, boil again, change the water, boil again, and then 10 minutes cooking with a bit of batter, mate, a bit of batter. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got 3 of them to go at, so let me get a chopping, and then we'll get cooking. Floydie. I don't really like red wine, to be honest, but it's cheaper than Buckfast. Come on. Right, that's the agaric chopped. Pan's on the boil, and what will happen is all of the red pigment will go white on the 3rd boil, and then you're ready to cook. Yeah. I'm tempted to lick my fingers just to get a little bit of that hallucinogen, but I best not, because I'm in charge of gas. Right, we're bubbling. First 10 minutes, let's be having it. Let's get the fly agaric in there. In she goes. Oh, 10 minutes. And this is supposed to take 2 lots of different toxins out of it, which I'm bollocks if I can remember the names of. And that over there, let me just show you. Look at this. I had a lot of apples left, so after I'd done the chutney. So this is another chutney. However, I've put bird's eye chilies in it. Oh, it's an absolute wrecker. I put so many chilies in that thing. So that's going to be a proper winter warmer. Same apples from their Steelworks, but this one's going to be the proper blast furnace chutney. Anyway, it's all about the fly agaric today. I'm doubling up, I'm multitasking. Get back over there, let's get that bubbling away. Catch you again in 10 minutes. Right, that's the first 10-minute boil done. So you can see it's changed drastically from the red that there were, and the texture, it's like fish. It's very, very fishy. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, sardines. Borderline slimy. It's gonna be bloody brilliant. Maybe. Anyway, second pan's on the boil. Crack on. Right, that's the second lot, so that's 20 minutes it's had. Picked a piece out. It's so... the texture, you can see that was bright red before. It feels like almost like tuna. Yeah. Borderline slimy, but still quite substantial. So yeah, we're just waiting for the second lot to boil up, 3rd lot, sorry, and then we're what, 15 minutes away from cooking. Yeah, so this time tomorrow could be in hospital. Right, well, we're waiting for that to boil. Quick update on the second batch of chutney. So this one I've done as I've put loads of dried bird's eye chilies in it, and not as much cider vinegar and not as much sugar. But I'll tell you what I did add. I added some Henderson's relish and red wine, and it has come out bloody lovely. I mean, that's just 1 hour and 10 at the minute, and look, it's already quite sticky. Really nice. I've still got the walnuts in it, but I put some cum in it. Yeah, it's an Indian spice, cumin. You can never have enough cum in a dish. I think they pronounce it cumin. I don't know. But it does make a difference. But them chilies, wow. Onions, walnuts, dried fruits again. The colour's superb. Look at that. Whit woo. Anyway, let's get back to the fly agarics. Look at that. Brilliant. See it? That's the jars for the chutney, because that is an actual picture from the Scunthorpe blast furnace. And I figure the apples just down the road from there, and they're very fiery. Nice. Yeah, it's got a bloody kick to it. I learnt something today that's absolutely blown me away. I need a drink before I tell you. It's crazy. Yeah. Cheers, Floyd. This is absolute truth. Strap in. Cheese and onion crisps were invented in Scunthorpe by a bloke called Biff. That's fucking mental. Yeah, Biff Riley. Albert Biff Riley. Bloody Nora. He was an absolute troubadour, pioneer. He had a job at Steelworks, electrician I believe. And he thought, bollocks to that, I'm going to buy a tatty slicer and invent crisps. Because there was only one crisp firm in the country at the time, that was Smith's Crisps. So old Riley, that's what Riley's was. Then Golden Wonder or whatever, Sooner Foods. It's gone under a few guises. But yeah, he had the idea of cheese and onion. I don't know where I'd go for the rest of my life. It's just crazy. Imagine there not been cheese and onion crisps. Yeah. Cheers, Biff. Cheers, Biffer. And wheat crunchies. Ah, the little potato-based maize corn snack. Wheat crunchies. Scunny. Bloody mental. I'm going to do a special on old Biff, I think. And he employed his brother as well. Because he started off in a house. Then he ended up in 4 houses because he got bigger and bigger. And they were sold in tins back then. Anyway, we'll save it for another time. But cheers, Biff. Cheers for the cheese and onion, mate. We're on the 3rd boil and then it's time to cook the Garricks. Okay, kids, cook o'clock. So, I patted them dry. They've had 3 lots of 10 minutes each boiling. You can see they're nearly translucent. Beautiful. And I'm cooking them in just unsalted butter because I want to see what the texture and the flavours are like. I don't want to embellish it or bastardise it. But what I will do, just to keep the memory going of our Keith Floyd, I salute you, sir. Yeah, because let's be honest, anything tastes better in red wine, doesn't it? Red wine. I'm working on an empty head, that's the problem. Right, let's get lid on. You're supposed to cook these for 10 minutes, but I can't see that that's the thing. Okay, now, how many toxins you got to get rid of? Hey, how many? I don't know. Okie dokie, last few seconds on the cooking front. So I just wanted to char the edges slightly. Look, she's come off a treat. The red wine has given it a lovely colour, and it's the only taste that takes away the original. And to be honest, the alcohol should have burnt off anyway. That's purely that one there. That's the colour that's seeped through, which I think's very pretty. It's almost like a Parma violet. Right, let's get this off and get it in my belly. Come on. Hi, you mushroom lovers. She's ready. Look at her. Beautiful. Looks like a little plate of steak, doesn't it? Right, we're going to go top to bottom. So Can you remember what the top was called? The cap. Now, if you remember at the top of there, that was your big red bit. It's got the consistency of like a little bit like calamari, you know, that fishy shit. Yeah, but it's not unpleasant, nor is it too mushroomy. Right, let's try a bit. Let's try 2 bits actually of the stipe. The stipe or the stem. You can see the circular thing there. That's got a little bit more chew to it. Get another couple on. Tell you what though, you are only getting the flavours because it was unsalted butter. Let's get a bit more of the cap down. Could be dead tomorrow. Hey, did you watch Mash's last video? Yeah, it's fucking dead. Right, now the last part. So this bit, if you remember, was the vulva. Grow up, childish. Oh. Did you hear that? Well, I have to say, I think the vulva is my favourite part. Yeah. Normally I've found in the past, the vulva can be quite tough, can't it? Quite leathery. Yeah. But that's tender. Yeah. Very nice. And at the same time, meaty. Oh. Definitely the meaty vulva is my favourite bit. But that was done to prove that you can eat the fly agaric. It is not poisonous if prepared correctly, he says. Probably put that on my gravestone. It's not poisonous. Here lies Mash Baxter. Famous last words. It's not poisonous. Bloody smashing that. So the next time I have these will be in a controlled environment whilst microdosing. That's going to be interesting. Because you're missing out, I think. The more I'm getting into this fungi and mushroom world, and by the same token, the hedgerow stuff, its medicinal qualities are amazing, and that's missed out in generations. We've lost all that. I tell you, we're quite tuned into it. The few times I've been out collecting, and I have seen people foraging, they're generally Eastern Europeans. They know the shit they do. Yeah, and let's be honest, if you've ever followed, for an example, if you've ever followed an Eastern European girl around Lidl they eat far better than we do. Yeah. And they wear bleached jeans, unashamedly, with a denim top. Oh yeah, the double D. They're not bothered. But yeah, I think that's all right for a free food, isn't it? Look, nearly all gone. Thank you. I hope to see you again soon. But you never know, do you? So it just leaves us to say cheers. I've got 15 minutes left on my second batch of chutney. Then I've got to bag all that up. So thanks a lot, peeps. Chin chin. And if the mushroom shaman saves me, we'll catch you all. What are you doing next, Mash? No idea. I'm thinking, because I've been spending a bit of time in these forests in the woods, I'm thinking of building a den from scratch. That'd be good, won't it? Not a tree house, because I don't like climbing and I don't like heights. No, it'll just be one that you can crawl in and look at mucky bucks.